The last thing was actually more of a kind of a funny thing.
Oh.
TiVo confirms its customers will soon see ads before DVR recording. I didn't even realize TiVo was still a thing. With the streaming platforms as they are now, most channels have their own. If you don't have, most cable companies have their own DVR. Most channels have their own streaming service. And what's not on either of those things will either be on Hulu, YouTube, or Netflix, or now Disney. Like, generally, you can get what you want on some sort of streaming service that allows you to fast forward, rewind.
Or like you said, even a lot of the companies like Dish have just built in.
Yeah, they have built in, and I'm sure that you pay for that feature.
But right? I do believe that there are.
Ads
it
on
makes
those?
sense. No, I was gonna say it makes sense that TiVo is still around because, I mean, at least. Oh my goodness, I guess it's been like 6 years now. I was gonna say when I was still in college, I know there were still. I don't remember.
TiVo was bigger about 6 years ago. That was kind of their height.
Was it?
Height, yeah, it was about 6 years ago. Before, like, a lot has changed within the last decade. Like,
all right,
so much has changed within. I mean, what is it? 2009, how the world was different. Like, Facebook was one of the more prominent social media sites.
The other day, we just looked up when Pinterest came out because I was trying to figure out whether Pinterest was around when I was in high school, and it wasn't. It didn't come out until, like, what did we say, 2011?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little later than I'd even thought.
I think YouTube became prominent, or like came out in like 2006 or 2004.
Wow.
Something like that. Like in the last, like, these things were in its infancy during the first decade of the 2000s.
Things have progressed fast. I was thinking that in college, I know there were still some TV providers that did not yet have the pause, rewind built in yet. I remember my roommate, she used like a third party. It was like TiVo, but it wasn't TiVo. I wonder if there are still. I mean, there must be.
I mean, like, the brand itself, it was a big brand. I was surprised that it's still in. It's happening, but like, I guess they found their market, and but yeah, now the second part to this is they're doing ads before their DVR. So I'm pretty sure TiVo, you still pay for the service. Like, you get the DVR and you pay for the service.
I didn't know you for the service too. I was gonna say, at hotels, when you think about a hotel, they usually don't have the ability to like pause and rewind. Well, at least not all hotels. I'm sure there are some that do.
Yeah, they usually just have the basic.
That's what I'm saying, basic cable. And so, like, maybe people pair TiVo with. Anyways, that's besides the point. So your point is that ads will be coming onto TiVo now.
Yeah, pre-rolled ads that I assume are going to be unskippable. Because one of the nice things when TiVo came out was you could just download whatever you're watching. And
half the point was skipping ads.
Yeah, you could just skip the ads and you came to it. And now you're going to get ads before you watch your show anyways. And I'd have to double check. Let's see.
Double check what?
Do you pay monthly for TiVo?
Wow.
So, yeah.
So about $20 per month if you're committing to 1 year.
Yeah. On top of that, you're gonna get ads. So, like, for instance, if
$240 a year for TiVo.
And if we take that into account with Netflix, who doesn't have ads, who gets majority of what you want, like, it's essentially.
And you can pause and so
forth
as
and
you
rewind.
Desire. No ads.
And that's starting price $9.99, right?
I don't remember anymore. I know they increased it recently.
Yeah, they increased it recently, but I think it's still below $10 a month.
I mean, this isn't to say that there's not a market for TiVo, because while you're saying like there's plenty of stuff available on Netflix, if it's not what you want, like there's plenty, but there are definitely people who want the other things.
Netflix, you have Hulu.
Yeah.
You have
Disney launches in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, Disney was gonna have its own thing, but between Netflix and Hulu, like almost any show that you can think of outside of the premium channels like HBO and Showtime.
We've run into a few lately. Battlestar Galactica's not on either of those.
That's on Prime.
That's on Amazon. You didn't list that as Netflix or Hulu.
And actually, I don't know if Battlestar Galactica is not on Hulu. Is it not on Hulu?
Oh, I didn't think it was. Maybe.
I don't think I ever checked that. Battlestar Galactica.
But there were some other ones. There was something else recently that I wanted to watch, and we couldn't find it on any of those 3 platforms. Do you remember what that was?
Amazon, Netflix, and Hulu. I do not remember what specifically. I'm sure there are things that are not on all 3.
We know there are.
But a lot of times that's because they have a licensing with one of the big or one of the premium channels like HBO or Showtime. And that's often a temporary thing. But you can also subscribe to those through one of your subscriptions of Hulu or Amazon. But generally, most anything is on one of those 3 platforms. Like Seinfeld, they just said, is going from Hulu to Netflix.
Well, now it's going to be 4 platforms between Disney, Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon
Disney
Prime.
did take a lot away from all of those.
Well,
and that's all fair.
And then we're not even talking about like Crackle and...
Crackle is mostly anime, though, right?
I don't know. I've never actually watched
Crackle
it. I just
mostly
know it
like an anime thing.
And
so if you have your
more,
anime,
right?
there's more. There's like if you think about like China has like hundreds of these different streaming sites, and then people have their own Plex servers that access things. So there's more, but generally most of what you're looking for is within those 3 big ones.
Well, again,
and then
now
Disney's taking
all their titles from everything else, I believe, in the next little while. And then...
So if you're a Disney fanatic, you'll need Disney. But I'm going to group that in with like the HBO Showtime stuff, like as a premium thing, less as a general streaming platform, and more of a premium Disney branded stuff, HBO branded stuff. Because Netflix has Netflix branded stuff, but it also is more of a generalized thing. So that's why I'm kind of giving it a separation there. Thank you for watching Tech Talks. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.